Okay, Sarah, we're going to go ahead and do Misha's energies now. Again, for this part, I call in the Mother Mary and Archangel Michael, and I call in Sarah's and Misha's higher selves. Decks have been cleared, and we'll get started. It'll be the same format, and we'll see what comes forth. There's that Ace of Pentacles on the bottom there again. Really wanting that new beginning. Two of Cups, Divine Love. Bottom of the deck already. Get a good shuffle on these. Chariot, victory, forward movement, moving. Ace of Cups. Okay, so we got good energy showing up. Let's see what happens when we pull the cards on his energies. That is the card of transformation and letting go of ego and endings and new beginnings. So let's see. More shuffles, okay. Okay, I need one card, please. What's in Misha's mental space? This one. What's in Misha's heart space, please? Misha's heart space. No, this one, yeah. Tried to come out twice. We're taking it. Sacral chakra. Misha's sacral chakra. Step taken on his journey. Outcome of that step. One card. Two cards, okay, we'll take them. The two-card thing going on over here on these outcomes. Receive, open, willing to receive. Giving and receiving is very important, especially in all parts of life. You never want to block the flow of giving and receiving. It's an exchange of love, basically. It's actually the same thing, an exchange of love. So looking at any blocks that may occur in those areas are pretty important. Okay, did I take them all? It's willing to give. I don't want to, but I'm guided to take them all. We might be here a little while. Okay, higher self. Misha's higher self. What does Misha's higher self want? Take them all three. Man, these cards are flying out. Okay, bottom of the deck, Ten of Pentacles, full of abundance. There's a couple here. There's a fatherly figure. Abundance and everything. It's a 10. It's completion of the Pentacles. You had that new beginning, and on your side with the Ace of Pentacles, this is the bottom of the deck. This is the full-blown everything. That. All right, let's get to work here on Misha. Headspace. That's basically right there. This card in my readings is inner child. Needs to have some healing done. This is a creative mystical fish. So there's intuition, a little bit of wavy with the energies and so forth, but basically the mind space here, the mental space is inner child healing. maybe something from childhood on their mind. But thoughts and things are being affected by some inner child wounding that needs to be addressed. Heart space. Okay. I'm not sure if you're familiar with tarot, but this is the tower. Tried to come out twice when I was shuffling. I took it the second time. This is the card from everything from a powerful realization all the way to sudden divine intervention. The tower represents, and when it comes down, struck by lightning, it represents something that we're in our life, we are on our path, but we're supposed to be on another path. And the universe taps us on the shoulder and says, yo, uh-uh. And we ignore it. Yo, uh-uh. And we ignore it. Eventually, it's like divine intervention comes along, collapses the tower so it can be rebuilt and we can be on our right path. This being in Misha's heart space is that maybe he has been shut off from his emotions in his heart, but divine intervention is coming and it can no longer be ignored. That he will be on his right path like he is meant to be. Now, the basic, it could just be something as simple as a powerful realization, an epiphany, and bam, all clicks into place and everything's smooth and going forward. But for some people on the journey, when divine intervention came, their entire life had to be rearranged to get them to where they belong. And as a person who's been through this the second week of July myself, I am so happy that it happened. It is creative energy, and of course, our higher selves and the divine know what makes us happy. So this is where he is at this moment. Things in his mind affected by inner child, and his heart is going through a transformation and some powerful realizations, all the way up to a complete overhaul there. All right, let's take a look at sacral chakra. Beautiful card to have in that space. This is also major arcana. The high priestess is the guardian to the veil of the subconscious. So this means to me that he is integrating his highest self from his subconscious in with his conscious, and he is again protected by the divine and um, by the good things that are out there. If you would like, and there may be something you discover when you do research it, the B and the J is Boaz and Jachin, Jachin, the two towers, conscious, subconscious. But there's a story and history behind them, and you might want to take a little bit of time to research that. It's a fascinating story, and when you're researching it, you may meet someone or run across something that I cannot provide for you. Then I'm guided for you to take care of that and to do that. But in his sacral chakra, intuition, this high priestess energy is very, very good for there. He's being taken care of. Yeah. Anything else to come forth from this? No. Okay. Step. Working on his abundance, working on the pentacles is what I like to call this. Moving forward with some things. Now, this is a slow night. This night is moving, but it's a very slow, earthy energy. It looks like he's been building up some abundance, maybe his money, maybe a new business, and maybe coming forth with an offer. It may be slow coming. It may not be a full offer, but this is a step that is currently in the energies. Let's see what the outcome of this step is. Wow. This is more major arcana. I got I got three major arcana already here. This is Wheel of Fortune, and a lot of times in readings, Wheel of Fortune will come across as a karmic cycle, or there may be a karmic person involved. But the original intent of this card coming forth when it was drawn was that fortune is on your side. The wheel is turning in your favor. And of all the different figures on here, there is a Taurus there, a bull, and there is a Leo lion there. Um, Not sure if that's going to end up being significant, but this looks like Wheel of Fortune. So we've got the step. Fortune is on his side, but then coupled with this is the Eight of Cups. It's going to take a minute because if in fact this is a karmic that's involved, a karmic person, a karmic cycle, and he's waiting for it to close, this would indicate he will be walking away from that and towards something better. Another thing that this card is representative that does not come out with the readers usually is the person is looking at the moon, which is illuminating secrets and realizations for them, and they're leaving behind things that are not valued to them and trusting in their higher selves. So this is a very good energy and outcome for the steps for him. He's going to be very happy. Okay, anything else to come forth from this? No. All right, receive. That's the card of Leo right there. That is straight up Leo. Strength. It means inner strength. He's got a lot of inner strength and power in him. Of course, he's a Leo. He's probably very bold. He probably sings out loud, does things bold, but we love our Leos. But in his receive, he is open to receive the inner strength because that is going to be necessary with these powerful energies we've gone over already. That's very encouraging. And Leos are strong already. So that's a beautiful card to have in his receive. Now we got this whole thing on the gift side. Let's see what we got. Okay, there's some burdens. Holding on to some things and blocking. Needs some meditation and put some things to rest and get rid of them out of his space. The temperance is here. Temperance is balance and healing. 1 foot in the water of life, 1 foot on solid ground. The sun is coming up in the back. The waters of life are flowing as if, just like in the Aquarius card that I was describing to you, but this is temperance. So I'm glad we took all of these. I'm sure you understood the message just by that quick review of those cards. Let me see if there's anything else to come forward. These two cards are fours, that's 44. Mother Mary again, maybe he may be receiving downloads and healing and stuff in his sleep as well from that. And this here, the blocks, the things that he's holding on to that are not very well serving, they're blocking his crown chakra, they're blocking his heart. But we already went over his heart space. And, something about life and all of us on the journey and these burdens that we carry that we need to let go of. Fortunately, in the 10 of Wands here, the burdens are getting put somewhere, and it is the culmination, and this is when a person starts to realize, hey, I'm holding on to things that I don't need to hold on to. So that's what's going on in his give. It's showing up in the give. We've got some blockages there, but fortunately, that needs to be cleared up. Fortunately, the receive is the inner strength to get through these blockages, so he will have things to give, and then the healing and balance is here. Any other messages to come forth? No. All right, we got a bunch of cards on the higher self. What does Misha's higher self Want Sara to know. I'm going to show you these cards. In basic, wish fulfillment, romance, victory, and recognition. That's the basic spirit of these cards. This is the Knight of Cups. That is the knight in shining armor in the tarot. I did a card for the day on this last week. There's some information on my page if you want to look at that a little closer. But look at how regal and graceful the river of life there, the love and emotion in the cup coming forward slowly. And he had Pentacles, which is the Earth 3D stuff here in the Knight of Pentacles. Now you got the Knight of Cups in the higher self. Victory and recognition. That's basically the Six of Wands, and that's it in a wrap up. White horse. And for a Leo, to walk through a crowd and to be proud of their accomplishment and the victory, and after going through all of these things, very good card for him to have. And then, of course, this person is sitting there and having feasted because they've got the Nine of Cups there. But this card is wish fulfillment. So coming forth from the higher self is beautiful. Is there anything else? Do we need to clarify anything here? Okay, this reading, I'm going to take a picture of this real quick, and I just want to do a recap. I don't want to knock everything over, but I want to do a quick recap here. All right, this was a very, very inclusive and detailed reading for you. There is a lot of things going on here, predictions and so forth. It is up to you. You have your inner knowing, and you know what you feel. But when it comes down to the two of you, we got a couple of great people here, and being happy and standing in your own and being balanced with the masculine and feminine energies in your own is a beautiful thing. And then you can find your life purpose and your soul mission. And then in the divine world, in the universe, if something is meant to be, it is meant to be. But we have to do our inner work. And that's exactly what's going on for both of you. So I was very pleased to do your reading. This concludes it. There's no other messages to come forth, and may you have a beautiful day.